Okay, after a pretty disappointing run last time, I'm back to try it again. I think this is actually a pretty easy pick. Trial of Zeal is excellent. I don't really even know that there's too much more to say about this pack. Trial of Zeal. Interesting. Unfortunately, these two red cards are not red cards I want right now. So the best card here is probably... Nefcrop Entangler is okay, and it does mean that I can stay more open. Or I can move into probably white with Talkrop Leader Unwavering Initiate. So the question is Nefcrop Entangler better, worse, what, than Unwavering Initiate? I think that in general, Unwavering Initiate is the better card. The question is it better enough that it's worth limiting my ability to be flexible, since like red-black is also a totally acceptable way to do this? And I think the answer is no. It's a pretty reasonable 2-drop. And then here we have Binding Mummy, which is okay. We also have Gravedigger, which is also pretty okay. And Talkrop Elite. Huh. I'm very tempted to take Gravedigger because I like card advantage. I'm not totally sure that this is the deck that necessarily wants that, though. So I'm definitely going out of color. The question is, would I rather have Binding Mummy or a Gravedigger? I think Binding Mummy is more likely to fit in this deck. So I think I'll try it, but I'm really not sure that that's the right answer. Okay. Red-White Sparring Mummy is actually pretty good because there's a decent amount of Exert. And then it also combos with Binding Mummy. Trial of Strength is also pretty good and might actually be a consideration here since I already have this trial, and then the benefit of cartouches goes up a lot. Sparring Mummy is something you can usually get pretty late, so I think it's probably actually worth speculating on the trial here, is my feeling. I don't know if I'm white or green yet. This implies that I might be green. Colossopede is definitely pretty good. And if I was red, like Ceradon is fine. If I was black, Miasmic Mummy is fine. But I think Colossopede's the best card here. So On-Crop Champion is okay. If I thought that maybe I was white-green. Kudu is also okay. I think I'm just going to take the Kudu. I'm not sure. I don't know that this card is good enough to want to actually commit more to white right now until I see more white flowing, is my feeling. So it looks like green is definitely open. So now I have my choice between Bitterblade and Greater Sandworm, and I think I just go with the Bitterblade. I think the low end right now is more important to try to come out kind of fast. Well, looks like I am being rewarded a bit. So Brawler is also good, but Charioteer, I would say, is quite good in the decks that want it, and I can get another Brawler. So here I think we just take the Sandworm, so we have some top end. Okay, it looks like we are probably Gruul. This definitely has a lot more focus than last deck. And another Bitterblade. That's actually not bad. So I would say definitely Giant Spider, Spidery Grasp. Probably Spider for now. Just because this color combination often has flyer trouble. I mean, yes, Spidery Grasp is one-time flyer removal, hopefully, but... So 2 good trials. I would take either color cartouche, for sure. I mean, Cartouche of Strength obviously is quite good. Cartouche of Zeal in this deck is probably also, gosh, at wheels. So I definitely don't need to spend any picks on that. Okay, another trial of, no, Cartouche of Strength. This is probably one of the better cards I could get right now that isn't... It's definitely probably the best common I could pick up right now, maybe? I think that's probably true. I'd love to get another trial, but the Cartouche is just so good here. Naheb, huh? As much as I'd love to, I don't think that's the disciplined pick when we have Scale Behemoth and Magma Spray here. I think I just take Scale Behemoth. I'm definitely green. For the right rare, I could move out of red if I had to. Zeal is quite good, though. So this is... Wow. Actually, this is just a really good pack. I really like Channeler Initiate. On-Crop Crasher, though, is great. Not sure I need to say anything else about that. Colossopede, Electrify, Quarry Hauler. These are all cards that I'd be fine with. I wouldn't even be upset about running a Hotras Bark. I have a feeling I take the Crasher here. I think it's between the Crasher and the Initiate. And the Crasher kind of counts as removal, which is nifty. And I think that's an effect I want here. I do have a bit too many 3-drops. So the Initiate at a 2-drop is nice, but... And it's also just a really good card. I'm not sure about that either. Plus, this does make it harder for me to switch colors for a good 3rd pack open or something. Exemplar Strength is great. So I think the other option here is Cartouche of Zeal. The question is just which do I think is better? And I think the answer is Exemplar. Even with the 2 trials, this is just really good. I don't think I want to be playing Gift of Paradise in this deck. Although it wouldn't be, like, horrible. Quarry Hauler, Champion of Ronus. So I think it's definitely Champion of Ronus. Dropping really any of these would be fine. This is obviously the least exciting, but either of these is solid. And Quarry Hauler I do have some interactions with, since I have like Exemplar and Onrikudu. But yeah, I think we just go with the champion here. This is quite easy. I'd say it's just another Hooded Brawler here over Brute Strength. A trick that I don't like that much. Here, it's a question of, am I more interested about having Haste or having Quarry Hauler? Quarry Hauler is totally reasonable here. I think I actually would rather have that. Watchful Naga, huh? Thresher Lizard and Companion are also both fine, but Watchful Naga is basically always a 2-for-1, right? Or I guess an 0-for-1. A 1-for-0. There we go. So we're still not heavy red. And Zeal is splashable, and I am green, so if we open something just incredible, we totally do have the ability to pivot. But like, Trampling Skilled Behemoths is pretty sick. Trial of Zeal is just very good, On-Crop Crasher I like, and Entangler is totally serviceable. Ooh, True Heart. That fits quite nicely. So exert creatures I have are what? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7? Oh, 8, 9? Yeah, okay. This is actually super good. And another reasonable target to drop off Champion of Ronas. I think this deck is looking pretty good. Okay, so which of these am I most interested in? I have a feeling the answer is probably Fling. Because right now, I have like no cycle really, right? I have this and that's it. So then it becomes between like Fling and Haze of Pollen, and I think the answer is just Fling. Especially with like big huge creatures, that can be a lot of burn. And it can be removal too, although typically I don't want to be doing that, but if you have to. If you have to, you have to. And if you're like doing it out from under their removal or something, then that's fine. Do you want a second Colossopede or a second Quarry Hauler? Probably Colossopede. I don't have that many combos with Quarry Hauler, so. So then the question starts to become, is the Gift of Paradise worth running? I don't know. I do have a pretty nice top end here, but... the odds of me wanting Hyena Pack are like nothing. The possibility of Blazing Volley being a sideboard card is non-zero. So... So now I actually would kind of like a Spidery Grass, just because I have so much Exert. Probably don't want the Kopesh. Not with creatures that get this big. So what am I looking for? Another Cartouche would be cool. That's for sure. This deck actually is pretty solid right now. Like, I probably want to play 17 lands since I have very little cycling, no ramp, and a high top end. So I'm only taking like one more card in my main deck, and then I have to start shifting stuff out. And I wouldn't be like embarrassed to play Benefaction. I could make a deck right now, and it would be okay. Benefaction or Gift of Paradise. So it is all upside from here. Here, to drive that home, I'll even put the Benefaction in. The Benefaction finding the Trials and the Cartouche is actually not bad. I would not be ashamed to run this deck right now. So we have Harsh Mentor and we have Electrify. So, I mean, there's a Closet Beat here too and a Spider Grasp. And I mean, several of these cards are fine, but it's between Electrify and Harsh Mentor. Um, so Harsh Mentor is a 2-drop to help be fast. I originally also thought that this card was just clearly a constructed card and it wasn't really something that you would want to play too much in Limited. But I have actually been surprised how many of the decks that I play at least have been like shut out by Harsh Mentor. Where I like have a Fan Bearer or I have a Edifice of Authority or something like this, and it's just I can't beat that card. Um, Electrify is also quite good, but I think I actually just want the Harsh Mentor. I haven't really played with it a lot. I kind of like to. Ooh, another Trial of Strength. I mean, that's what I want here. Over Initiates, yeah. And so I'm kind of interested to see what it does. Another Uncrop Crasher, huh? Okay. Emberhorn is great, actually. It's possible that Harsh Mentor is a sideboard card in this deck just because there's so many things here that are quite good. Yeah, another Cartouche now would be great. 2 Crashers is probably good. I'm not playing the Benefaction now. Hooded Onry. Onry is kind of now. Champion, Giant Spider, Quarry Hauler. Probably I would like sideboard the Giant Spider against Flyers. This is probably not my deck as it stands. It's probably I think the Fling is actually okay just because I have so many big creatures, but it is definitely on the chopping block. Another Cartouche of either type actually would push it out. I like Emberhorn. My removal is a bit light. That is for sure. These are kind of soft removal. Then we have Zeal and Cartouche of Strength. And that's kind of my removal, since I don't really want this to be doing removal. Destined Delete is great, but I don't think I want to try to splash black. I don't think it's worth the consistency hit at this point in the draft. I think that what I want here is probably just Manticore the Gauntlet, because it's just a big creature. I'm not even sure that it fits in right now. If I was against some deck where I really needed like the additional bit of reach, then that would be one thing, but yeah. Spider Grasp is not bad. I don't know that I'm playing it, but could also side that against Flyers. It's also just really good with Exert, obviously. So that is a consideration, because I do have a decent number of good Exerters. It's a late Gustwalker. I think what I want here is probably like a Limits of Solidarity for the sideboard. That could be fine. I think what I want here is another Spidery Grasp. I don't think I want the Cultivator since I only have 2 colors. And I don't have like a burning need to drop counters or something on it. Patra's Mark is a good sideboard card against heavy removal. Don't really need any of this. So Manticore and Fling kind of give me similar, against Flyers, kind of give me similar utility, of course. Is it possible that I want this, in case they have like a artifact I really need to deal with? What would that be? Edifice of Authority. One of the better monuments. I think this... Yeah, okay. Talked myself into it. Okay. So, anyway, I think I was saying Manticore and Fling kind of provide similar functionality in that they're both a bit more reach. So I think that the only cards that might come in right now are like Manticore and Harsh Mentor. And the worst cards in the deck are probably none of those. Well, also, it's possible that it might be right to run one Spidery Grasp in main. Harsh Mentor. So these are the three cards that are kind of like under consideration. What would I cut for them? Harsh Mentor is decent sideboard tech. Spider Grasp is decent sideboard tech. So I really think the question is, in my main board, if I want additional reach, would I rather run Fling or Manticore? And then if they have like heavy removal or something, then Fling becomes better. The other thing is that Fling can be removal in a pinch. I think that means that I probably keep that in. And then like flinging 7/7 or something is just stupid. Yeah, I think I run it this way. They suggest 6/11. That is definitely not correct. 8/9, however. My only doubles are super high and they're in green. Yeah, I think 8/9's right. Okay. That kind of built itself. Not the trickiest deck of all time. But I actually have decent sideboard depth here. This is okay. I have both colors. I have a decent 3-drop, and I have Cartouche, which is quite good. Okay. I might actually play this, depending on what they do right here. Okay, it is possible that they have Essence Scatter. If something was going to get Essence Scattered, I think I would probably rather it be the Hooded Brawler. So, Cycle Sandworm. Okay. Because now, yes, I can play the Crasher this turn and keep that from blocking. So that's pretty good. Exert and normal attack, please. You cannot block. Okay. So if I exert this next turn, oh, okay. Well, that actually changes that math. Okay, so what I do now is I just play Colossopede. Normal swing here, and then Colossopede can fight the token next turn. Uh-oh. Well, that made that plan worse. Okay. Oh, he takes out that. Interesting. And then doesn't attack. Well, in that case, I think I just played Scale Behemoth. And say go. No, I could attack. Actually, yeah, let's attack. Here and here. I shouldn't have played pre-combat. Okay. So I can't fight and attack comfortably, so I think we just cartouche here. Fight one of them. Play you and pass. 7/8 trample hexproof is a lot of game. Interesting. That might actually just give me the win. Okay, so let's say that I exert all of these. That's all trample damage. So that's what? 10, 14 trample? 15 trample? 15 trample. And he can block a total of 7. So 8 gets through. Okay. I would not say this was the most technical resolution of a game ever, but... Okay. He's playing big creatures. I did not see any flyers. I did not see any removal other than Cartouche of Strength. Yeah, okay. This hand is fine. Has an obvious weakness. But these are good 2-drops, and then I have good 3-drops too, so it's an even better 2-drop. Huh. Okay. What you got? Okay, that does deal with that. Okay. And I'm having some land trouble. Okay, go ahead. So if I draw land, then I can make some stuff happen, I guess. Otherwise, I have trouble. Ooh, interesting. Okay, so I did draw one. So we cartouche you. We are going to fight, please. And we're going to then attack and normal attack. Trample Death Touch is kind of a nice ability. Yeah. Not as good as First Strike Death Touch, but can't have everything, can you? What do I do now? Okay, I can obviously attack with Bitterblade if I want to exert it. That's fine. I can play a Quarry Hauler and get this up to 4 after the attack, but that's still not enough. Okay. I think we just do this. Attack, exert. Interesting. 1 here, 3 here, please. Okay. Then I Quarry Hauler, remove a counter here. I would like to remove a counter. Okay. Okay. Do I just keep swinging? Probably. Yeah, I think so. And attack. Can trade with one, sure. And then I play out Hooded. Okay, Bitterblade. And another Bitterblade. Okay, that stopped things up a bit. What do my attacks look like right now? Well, this guy does decently. It trades for a Bitterblade and a Warrior. This unexerted trades for Bitterblade. Exerted, though, trade for 2 Bitterblades. I think I keep the pressure up and then play Colossipede. He's at such low life. He probably just chumps. No, he does decide to go for this. Okay. That's fine. And then I play Colossipede. That's less good. It would be cool to get another color of mana at some point. He has his own Colossipede. Okay. That's not bad. What do my attacks look like with that? Not bad. Yeah. Okay, so you are... Okay, you're obviously attacking and exerting. You are attacking and exerting, and you are... attacking and exerting. I think that's correct. Don't really care where these go. Colossipede can't block. Okay, so he does that, goes to 5. Okay. Unfortunate. Okay. This is okay then. Attack, exert, and can't block. So it's possible that it would have been cool to have left this guy back. I mean, left this guy back until this guy was no longer exerted. But my fear was that then he would start to block the ground up and I wouldn't actually be able to get the damage through. So when he's at 5, getting through a clean 3 damage seems pretty decent. And now I can just play all of this. And probably win next turn. At the very least, I'll have to make bad chumps. Okay, Shafet Monitor, so he's gonna have another blocker. Okay. I draw nothing super relevant. So let's say that I full attack. It's 4/4. Unfortunately. Because this doesn't count, this doesn't count. He has to block everything, so these guys have to chump. What do these guys do? They can eat my 2 hooded brawlers. Nah, they probably eat the on-crop crasher and a hooded brawler. Wait, they can't actually eat a hooded brawler. They have to trade with hooded brawler if I exert them. Okay. So in that case, they probably like chump hooded. Then they eat champion and on crop. They can't. No, they have to trade quarry hauler. Shafet eats 1, so quarry hauler will. Yeah. Okay. So then after that, I would have an exerted board plus a Colossipede. And I would have... These guys would be dead. These guys would be exerted. They would just have this Colossipede. And I would have a Colossipede. Is that good for me? The problem is, I could hang back to try to get better on-crop value. But, for every creature that he draws, he gets 2 blockers. It's a bit of a shame. And so I'm not sure when he's ahead on cards that that's actually in my favor. Just normal attack here and exert. Okay. I don't think it really matters that I didn't exert here because I think he's going to die, but okay. That is not how I thought you'd block, but okay, because I guess the end result is actually the same, huh? Quarry Hauler was always going to die. The only difference is that I'm left with Champion of Ruinous instead of... Yeah, okay, his blocks are better than what I thought. Because Champion of Ruinous is a bit derpy right now. I guess this means that I do have a non-exerted creature next turn when I didn't think I would. So, like, the value of my removal goes way up. Should I draw it? Okay. I obviously don't do anything. Yeah, because he would just eat both creatures. I do just also have a Trial of Zeal, which would just kill him. What is this? Oh. Exciting. Well, he definitely has the card advantage. Maybe I just have to stall for Trial of Zeal? Floodwaters, huh? Okay, that's not incredible. That is not Trial of Zeal. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So I can do both of these. That's fine. Okay. Go. Yep. My Charioteer would also be pretty decent to help trample over these. That's not bad either for that. So I could play both of these if I were to attack with Champion. Is that worth it? Champion just gets eaten. Probably not. I think I just play it. Go. Okay, so that obviously now can't get blocked by these idiots. He has a Trial of Strength. Okay. This board has stopped way up. He has a cartouche of knowledge. Shit. That's a concern. And he has a trial of strength. If he was going to do that... Oh no, he replayed the trial of strength. Okay. Yep. So now he has a scary flyer. And I've kind of got nothing. So obviously we're playing the Colossopede. I doubt that I have attacks. I have 3 turns in the air. Okay, if you attack, he has to block like here. Heck, you just block here. Yeah, that's no good. Okay, just go. Frickin' Shafet in the air is not great for me. I already have a cartouche of strength gone. I just have the 1. He has his own greater sandworm, okay. I think I'm just trying to draw Zeal now. I don't really think there's anything else I can do. Perhaps I should have actually cycled the sandworm. Okay, and I draw not Zeal. Oh gosh, I thought I had that game in the bag. Out of curiosity, it was not Zeal. Okay. In that case, I'm probably interested in a Spidery Grasp. And I probably take out... Oh, Fling also would have worked. I actually had 2 draws that would have worked there. Maybe I want a Blazing Volley to clear his dumb tokens. I could also consider a Masticore to give me some more reach. I could also actually believe in a Limits of Solidarity. I actually think Limits of Solidarity is probably good here. So let's pull that in. What's not good? Huh. Actually, maybe Spider Grasp isn't what I want. Maybe what I really want is Stinging Shot. Well, Spider Grasp also lets me get a surprise after an exert, so that's something. And then we pull out maybe Entangler, since he has some bigger creatures. And maybe the champion is a bit too cute. I just want to go toe-to-toe. I'll believe that. Okay. This hand is good. 2, 3, 4. Tough hand. Okay. Go ahead. Okay, let's do combat. He could have Essence Scouter up, so I think that implies that I should play Trial, so he can't use it. Wrappings, okay. Attack. Now you don't have a counter spell up. So, I'm not actually sure I want to play Quarry Hauler, because if I play Hooded Brawler right now, next turn I could play True Heart Twins and exert both, which would actually be pretty strong and surprising. And it's not like I was getting Quarry Hauler value. That, of course, makes this play a bit less good. I think I just attack normal with... No, I attack normal here. I attack exert here. That way he'd have to trade. He does want to trade. Then I just play Colossipede. I'm curving hard. His own Colossipede, huh? Yeah. I guess I will trade with it. If he wants to. Okay. Now I just True Heart. Let's say go. Bitter Blade is not the best against that. So I could double exert. He takes 8. I play Bitter Blade and Quarry Hauler. That seems pretty good, actually. Exert, exert, and attack. Yep, and take 8. I play Bitter Blade. No counter. Okay, and Quarry Hauler. Okay. A pull from tomorrow. Okay. So I do have lethal if he has nothing. Okay, he does have something. I don't have lethal through that. Now I just say go. Yeah. I don't see any point in trading here with Sandworm and Bitterblade yet. That's not good for me. Okay. Okay, so now I have the option of double exert again. Now I regret this decision. Because now, if he attacks, they can just trade Vitalist Warrior for it, and it's like significantly less good for me. Gosh, it feels like this game is happening all over again. I think I just pass. Yeah, I should have attacked with Bitter Blade last turn. Because now he just gets to make so many freaking creatures. Yep. do have a lot of live draws, but these are not them. So if I attack right now, double exert. I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 attackers, and he has 5 blockers. So, he can let something through, though. He can let the beast through, if he wants. That means that he probably kills the true heart. 4, 5, 6, yeah. Unfortunate. Then he kills... Okay, so he eats the true heart. He trades for Quarry Hauler. And then he double blocks Bitterblade. Nah, yeah, he double blocks Bitterblade, chumps Beast. And so I lose Bitterblade, Quarry Hauler, True Heart. Wait, what happened with Colossopede there? Did I give him something there? Crap, how'd that work out? He eats True Heart. He trades Quarry Hauler. He chumps this. Double blocks Bitterblade. Takes 2. I lose Bitterblade, Quarry Hauler, True Heart. He loses everything but the Sandworm. I'm left with Colossopede and Beast. That actually does not sound good for me. If he was at 2 right now, I'd be so much happier than with him at 5. Presumably he didn't draw a creature. Okay, that is what I need. Okay. So what do I do with that? Probably something like Cartouche Colossopede. Kill Quarry Hauler. Then I full attack, exert. He blocks here, chumps Colossopede. He has 4 blockers. I have 5 attackers. Okay, I really would like to kill this Sandworm. Okay. I do get to retrial as well. But how do I do this? I don't think there is any way. Is there? Shit, I'm running out of time. And then he just takes 2. Block. Okay. I think that's my best play right now. I think. This goes here. I do fight. This has trample. Oh, I forgot that would have trample. That might actually change this math to where it's good for me. But I don't think I have the time to redo it, unfortunately. I don't think so. I think I accounted for that every time, didn't I? Now this eats the Sandworm. taking 5. Is that true? I would have to review it now. Did I miss it? Maybe I did? The turn that he played Sandworm was a turn that I considered attacking with the Bitterblade. If I'd attacked with the True Heart... Oh, he's right! He's right. The True Heart does not have to attack. To get this. And I don't think that I properly... No, he's right. Because that turn, I think I had an unexerted True Heart and an unexerted Bitterblade. He had the Sandworm. No, what I forgot to account for was the extra point of power from the... Okay, I think I did count the True Heart right, but I forgot that I didn't account for the Bitterblade getting the extra point of power. Yeah, he's right. I often seem to forget that Bitterblade goes up to being a 3-2. I probably only remember it like half the time. I guess just because you're like, oh, well, it's Death Touch, it doesn't matter anymore. But yeah, when you're hitting them, it totally matters. That would have, in fact, worked. Because I would have had a 6 power and a 5 power attacking, and he was at 5 with 1 blocker. Yeah. Well, there you go. He analyzed my own mistake for me. This hand is fine. I ended up not mattering, but those type of mistakes are the types of things that eat into your win percentage. So the fact that it didn't end up mattering is really irrelevant. Interesting. Okay. Less interesting. Okay, so that means, yeah, I play Hooded Brawler. Ooh, okay. He is not worried about On-Crop Crasher now, is he? In fact, I think I punished that. If he has Magma Spray or something, then he was going to kill... Well, he would have killed the Hooded Brawler then, but... I think I make him respect the haste damage. So next turn, I probably actually play like... What? Obviously, it depends on what he does here. But... Indeed. Okay, I think I just play the Hooded Brawler and say go. This is nice because this means that if I want, I can Cartouche of... Let's see. I could like Cartouche of Strength, fight the Dune Beetle. Okay, I'm not going to block that. He must have a follow-up play, or he wouldn't have done something... Oh, he probably has removal then. Okay. In this case, I think what I do is I exert here... Do I double exert? Because my goal is to get this up to being... Yeah, I think I double exert to keep him from being able to block. So what I do is I double exert. This can't block. This guy is now a 5/4, which means that when I do this, he'll be a 6/5, and I can kill the Emberhorn. If I were to just attack here and he were to chump, then it would die. And so I think that's worth doing the exert. Yeah, I think it is. Exert and exert. This says he can't block. Him attacking here was actually very nice. What is he doing? No, 5 damage. Final reward him. Okay. So then I fling. Okay. I super messed up fling last time. I'm flinging here. Here. Sack him. He was dying anyway. So, that is nice because I figured that he probably actually had removal up, and fling letting me do that from underneath his removal was super cool. And now you take 3. I'm not going to cartouche. I'm going to play Charioteer. That was a pretty sick turn. I played around his removal very nicely. Entangler, meh. That's all you got. I'm not that worried. So if I just swing, that's bad for me. If I cartouche first, though, he's a 4/4 with 1 damage marked on him. Yeah. That block doesn't do anything. So let's keep this pressure up. I fight you. Yeah. And now I swing. He has more removal. Supernatural stamina. Okay. I will still get to trample for 3. That's something. Yep. Okay. And I have my own Entangler. Okay. Sure shot. So if I double exert, then on-crop's dying. But he then has to trade with on-crop Crasher. Entangler is then swinging for 5 trample. So I say you can't block. If you want to trade, then you take 5. Yeah, I think that's good. Okay. Exert. This happens. Sure shot can't block. Yep. Take 5. Okay. Bats. Okay. I think I'd rather just Colossipede. I'm not attacking this turn. He'd have to 2-for-1 himself if I do. Interesting. I can normal attack, and he can, assuming that there's no tricks. I don't think that's worth it. I think I just hold back. This guy's so valuable when I have a wider field. Because right now, like, these two attacking together is like a Pursue Glory all on its own. Okay. He has some removal, and so it's possible that, like, Hapatra's Mark is good. What did he show me? He had Final Reward, he had, Supernatural Stamina doesn't count. I feel like he had one more, like, burn spell. Maybe not. Actually, yeah, I think he just had the Final Reward. He isn't a very removal-heavy color, though. So it's possible that I just go ahead and preemptively side against that with Hapatra's Mark. And cut. Quarry Hauler might have some value because he might have minus counters. Bitterblade is probably at its worst here. He doesn't really have big creatures. Yeah, I'll buy that. It slows me down a little bit. We'll see. This hand is good. Well, this hand has the potential to be good. It definitely has a risk in it, but turn 2 Exemplar of Strength is nice. That makes it even nicer. Ooh, he's stuck on land, huh? That's bad. He kept the hand, right? He didn't mull. Yeah. Why'd you keep a one-lander on the play? Okay. Okay, I'm not going to bust the mark here. I'm just going to attack. I'm not under pressure. And the surprise can be good. Gain some life. Okay, so I'm stuck on land 2. This was the risk of the hand. That and the color, but red is definitely a minority color here. Okay. Now I have a 4/4. And you lose your never. That's kind of cool. And I got that. Awesome. Okay, and then I play Trial because it goes through Beetle. Other choice was Watchful Naga to get cards, but the pressure is probably important here. Okay. Ooh, that was nice. Crasher. Attack, exert, attack. Yep, and zombie can't block. Okay. Bone Picker. Okay, that's good. Ooh, that helps. I'm drawing really well. Attack with just the 4/4. Jump. Ooh, supernatural stamina. Okay. Because it doesn't return, that's actually still not bad for me. Supernatural stamina token kind of sucks. Final reward on that. Okay. So, we start with an attack. Gosh, I only have 3 lands, but this is firing on all cylinders. I want this because it gives me the chance to surprise trample it next turn with Exert. Okay. And in the finals. I guess there is a value to simple, consistent decks. Okay. This hand is slow, but I'm on the draw. I have a ton of 3s, and I have 2 pretty good cards here, plus something else. And on my colors, I guess I keep that. Okay. Vitalist. Okay. I'm not sure I want to... Well, I guess trialing somewhat early isn't terrible because I have Cartouche to pick it up again. Maybe he'll give me a better target. He didn't. No Vitalist for you. Okay. The next turn I play Emberhorn. Well, it seems like he's having a somewhat slow draw as well. Okay, so at this point, I think I'm in a pretty good position. Trial of Ambition. Okay. Well, that made it less good. Sack you. Okay. And Ronus's Monument, huh? Okay. So, Colossopede. Get out there. He has his own Colossipede. Okay. And that's fine, actually. Because I don't think he can mess with me cartouching. It's 1 black. Supernatural stamina, I guess. Okay. We fight here. We pop trial back, yeah. Okay. Yes. Okay. And then we attack. And then I think I do nothing. Hold fling. I'd rather this be a surprise. I guess it's debatable that maybe I could have done this, and then when nothing bad happened, I could have played the on-crop and haste attacked him for no value. I wonder if that was actually better. Maybe I didn't give that enough consideration. Because in my head, this was just defaulting to, I want this to be a surprise, so he gets himself into a bad position. But when he has something like Trial of Ambition on the board, having things to protect my creature are good, but at the same time, the odds that he can retrial this turn, very low. In fact, it's almost impossible. You know I have Trial of Zeal. So now I'd have to have, like, Cartouche and a land. Well, there's the Cartouche. Shit. Does he have the land, too? He does not. Okay. Then I could have flung it, but I don't have to now. Okay, so we retrial. Burn you. Now, we should reconsider whether I want this, because he will replay. Yeah, we know that he's going to replay the Cartouche. So I think we just go ahead, even though Fling is now down, which is a shame. Although Fling isn't nearly as good against Trial. Did I say Cartouche? I meant Trial. Since you can't Fling out from under it. So now I can just sack the on-crop. Ew, okay, he's going to kill both. Not bad. While my Fling is down. That's what I get. Okay. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Now my Fling is up. The odds of you being able to play another creature and another Cartouche this turn are like nothing. So, Defiant Great Maw is not going to do it. Miasmic, huh? What do I discard to Miasmic? Watchful, probably? The Fling is so close to being lethal. Okay. So now I swing. He either has to double chump or die, essentially. And he's not aware that he would have to die. Oh, wait. He doesn't have to double chump. He can just single chump. It's alright. I don't know why I said that. Okay. Would you like to chump again or die? Yes, you would. Okay, I've gotten a little bit of card advantage off this. Just a little. Okay. I have a lot of live draws here. Don't need any more land. That's true. Okay. Would you like to chump again? You would. Okay. Even supernatural stamina doesn't really do anything. So I choose 2 cards. I have no recursion, so it really doesn't matter. Okay. Okay. So he is also blue, green black. Did he have any targeted removal? He had Splendid Agony. Platter's Monarch doesn't actually stand up amazing against Splendid Agony. I saw no flyers. I saw... He played 1 big creature. I guess you can kind of say that maybe Defiant Great Maw can be a big creature. So Limits of Solidarity might be okay, but I mean it's not like great. I didn't see... I guess I did see the minus counters from Splendid Agony. I'm going to assume that he probably has a decent amount of removal. And so, I think... No... I'm not going to change anything. I don't think I'm going to pull in Hippolytus. I think he needs to show me some other than Splendid Agony, which is actually not that even great against it. This hand on the draw... It's a little risky, but it's fine. And it can do some decent stuff with 3, so... Okay... Okay... Would like to find it. Now it can do a lot with 3. Okay. That's not great. Okay. Nothing to do. And we discard... Maybe like Quarry Hauler. It's probably one of the worst cards in my hand right now. He has his own. Okay. This monument could be a problem. Oh, this is becoming quite bad. Pitch that. He doesn't have a creature to combo. That's something for me. He didn't have anything. Okay, I got a creature at least. Splendid Agony. Come on. You know you want to. Yep. I thought you might. Okay. Now I just need to land. Come on. There's your creature. Gosh, this is not good. I'm very behind, and I don't have a land, and he's going to attack me. I'm dead. Okay. I didn't think that hand was that risky. Dang it. Okay. Did anything change? I don't think I'm like interested in violent impact. It's also a sorcery. If it was an instant, maybe. Limits could be good against him. What would I cut, though? Probably Quarry Hauler for limits. Yeah, I think that's okay. Okay. I will play first. This hand is fine. I could even drop a Sandworm pretty easily here. And I have a cycle option on 2. Or, I guess on 3, really. If I don't hit a land. So it's actually probably pretty high odds that I can drop a Sandworm. Okay, I don't have to anymore. And I can survive without red for a while. Yep. Doesn't mean I want to. Normal attack. Okay. And then I'll cycle the limits. Bantu's Monument, huh? Interesting. Go ahead and cycle this. Colossipede. Okay. So I attack. And I champion. Now this is not susceptible to Splendid Agony. So I think he's actually going to have a hard time dealing with this. The next turn I can on-crop if I need to. Keep him from hitting Grimstrider. Okay, yeah, I will. Keep him from killing anything. Okay. Yeah, I think that's still right. On crop. Regular swing, exert, and exert. Okay. You can't block. I would like to do this. Put in Greater Sandworm, please. And he chomps. Okay. So now he has a ton of cards in hand. I have Trial of Zeal. He does have like Final Reward. Okay. So that goes ahead and kills Champion. Crasher. Okay. Yeah, that makes sense. Crasher was the more dangerous thing there. Okay, I think I attack with both. Exert here, swing here. See what he does. He goes to 2, and then I Trial of Zeal him. Okay. I would like to. Well, there is a non-blue-black cycling trophy. That deck was just very consistent. Yeah, that was pretty cool. So 3rd trophy. Bam. Okay, well, thank you all for